Well, thank you very much for the interview. So, what has been the main drive for you to be an entrepreneur in terms of technology?
Well, 6 years ago, I lost 50 euros on a penny auction site, and I was trying to get a MacBook, but I left empty-handed. I was really ticked off, upset. I thought this isn't right, and the more research I did, I found that other people had had the same experience that I'd had. Came up with the simple idea of eliminating the risk from bidding. Call it the buy it now, get your bids back for free. 6 months later, we launched the company, and customers they loved the idea and they came back, and as a result of that, we've been able to build a company.
So, what is the possibility of internationalization of your company? Because it has a huge potential in the biggest markets like the U.S., Mexico. So.
Well, the U.S. is the most exciting market for us. We've been very lucky, even as a starting in Finland, we've been super lucky being able to enter the U.S. market, participate there. There's a strong demand for entertainment shopping services in America, and we're approaching it in a risk-free fashion for customers. So in the future, we're very excited about China. China is definitely a very fast-growing business-to-consumer e-commerce market, and we've already met with a few retail partners there, and it's a long process, but it's hopefully inevitable that we'll get there.
What is because it's a very competitive market, the technology and the auction also. So what is your differentiation, or why is going to be very successful in your company?
Well, we've always believed in customer first. That's our number one core value. So what we do is I speak to a customer at least once a day, every day. Our employees, whether you're working in accounting or software development, design, you're always going to speak to one customer a week, if not more. So we stay in touch with our customers. That allows us to come up with new ideas. We've created a lot of ideas around game mechanics, making the shopping experience more fun for our customers, more enjoyable. And as a result of those decisions, we've been able to attract and retain a growing audience. 92% of our revenue last year came from repeat buyers, which is a very high metric for e-commerce, and it's a testament of our customer satisfaction.
So what has been the main challenge that you have faced as an entrepreneur, being so young also?
Well, the biggest challenge is probably, when I started the company, I was pretty young. I was 16 years old, working from my bedroom, and living with my parents, and didn't have much money, and our biggest competitors that just closed 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollar rounds of venture capital run by CEOs from Harvard Business School, and fantastic teams. And here I was trying to convince people to join the company. I couldn't pay them much, but we had this vision, and we were convinced that what we had to offer was more fair and honest than what was out there. Being taken seriously in the beginning was a challenge, but as the company grew, we were able to prove our vision too, and we've kept at it ever since.
What is the role that venture capital have played in your company?
So venture capital, one part of course is the financial funding, but there's another side to it, which is the mentors that I've been able to get. Many of the investors that are on my board are former entrepreneurs themselves, so they've worked with entrepreneurial ventures for 20 plus years. So I reach out to them all the time for advice. I reach out to them, what would you do in this situation? And they really helped me grow the company in a structured way. So it's been really helpful.
And last, where are you going to be in 5 years?
Well, this is day one for us.
Yeah.
So we really just gotten started with it. We've been doing it for 6 years, but I think the next 6 years is really pivotal. I mean, think about this. We've had e-commerce in the first 20 years is about creating efficiencies. Driving down prices, increasing selection, increasing shipping speeds, that sort of thing. But the next 20 years is about making the shopping experience fun and enjoyable. And we're tackling that, and we hope to pioneer that space.
And the last, what is your academic formation? Did you finish university and all that, or you went to work at 16? So?
I went to work at 16 and dropped out of school, but I went back to Harvard Business School a year ago, and next year I'll graduate from the OPM program, which I can highly recommend for all entrepreneurs. It's a really good program where you spend a month every year in campus, you get to meet other entrepreneurs, you stay in touch by voice and conferencing every week, and you do cases, and then you come back every year and you learn a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.